Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Modern Money Mastery. This is a financial literacy education preview presented by the nonprofit organization Help Me Help You. If you have any questions about today's topic, please leave them in the comments. And if there are any topics that you're interested in receiving more information on, please let us know also in the comments. Today, we are going to review how to complete a budget. How to keep track of your spending habits with your own budget. Okay, here we have the Modern Money Mastery budget sheet. So let's pretend we're going to do a budget for Jennifer. Let's pretend that she's completed all of these budgets to date. We are in September, so we're going to start with September. So the first section, the green section, is the income section. Jennifer receives 2 checks a month from her primary job. She does not have a second job, but she does have a side job driving Uber. If you have any other side jobs or side hustles or any other income, recurring income, you can enter that in this section. So for Jennifer, September, she gets 2 checks for $1,300 even. So we're going to enter that information. $1,300 even. And for her Uber job, she regularly gets $500 a month. So her income for the month is $3,100. Okay, so the budget shows our income, expenses, and then our balance. So the balance right now is $3,100. So let's start entering her expenses. The first category is necessary fixed expenses. So that would include her rent. Jennifer's rent is $1,200 a month. She does not have a condo or a homeowners association. That's what the HOA is, homeowners association. So that's 0. She doesn't have home insurance. That's 0. Her gas is $50 a month. Her water is also $50 a month. And her electricity is $50 a month. Jen's car payments is $250 a month, and her car insurance is $100 a month. Next is tithes or charity, and she gives $50 a week at church, so her expenses for that is $200 a month. The next category is regular monthly expenses. So her groceries are typically $200 a month. Her cell phone bill is $50 a month. And her streaming services for her television, $75 a month. And she pays $100 a month for her hair and $100 a month for a manicure and pedicure. Her gym membership is $50 a month. And then she gives herself $100 a month to go out with most of the time. Her boyfriend pays for those expenses, but she does reserve $100 for her own expenses with friends. And if there are any other recurring monthly expenses, you can add lines here. The next category is going to be for her credit card bills. She has a Capital One card, and that payment is $100 a month. She also has a Discover card, which is also $100 a month. She has a Target credit card, which is $50 a month. And she has a credit card with her bank, which is another $50 a month. Other than that, she does not have any other credit cards. So the next category is for miscellaneous items. These are items that may not occur every month. And they're also items that are outside of credit cards or primary expenses. So the first part of that is savings and emergency funds. So Jennifer has committed to saving $200 a month. She doesn't have to worry about property taxes. Her car registration is not due yet. It has already been paid for the year. There are no car repair expenses, and she's not participating in a Christmas club this year. So our income, $3,100, minus our expenses, $3,075, which gives us a balance of $25. So this is what Jennifer has left after she has recorded her income and paid all of her bills. Her fixed necessary bills are paid, her credit card bills are paid, her savings is taken care of, and she has $25 left in her account. So this she can just leave here. She's already contributed to her savings. At some point, if this grows, she may want to invest in, put the money towards an investment. Now, let's say that Jennifer is facing a layoff. She knows that her job is going to end by the end of the month. Let's say she just found out that her job is closing their doors, so she's going to have to really button up really tight to reduce her expenses so that she can prepare for her future, because she's not sure when she's going to get another job. So let's say she has to really tighten things up. How would she do that? Well, first, what she can do is maybe increase her hours with Uber to try to increase her income. Or maybe she wants to try another side hustle to increase her income. So maybe she can work on getting her income up to $4,000. If not, where can she tighten her budget and alleviate some of her expenses? She can't do that with a mortgage. Her utilities must be paid. Her car payment must be paid. If it was really a crisis, she may want to consider selling her car and taking the bus. That could alleviate some expenses. That would reduce her car payment and her car insurance. So if things were really tight, that's an option. Her credit cards at this time must be paid. Well, let's go over the groceries first. Her groceries, she may be able to cut down on her groceries by $50 and stop buying name brand items. Maybe focus more on some of the shelf stable items like rice and beans and things of that nature. Or she may want to stop shopping at Ralph's and go somewhere like Food for Less. And her internet, her streaming services, that can be reduced. She can get Roku or Netflix and reduce that expense. Or she can cut it out altogether and just use internet or antenna television. Jennifer can also reduce expenses in the area of her hair and her manicure and pedicure. She can reduce these altogether and do her own hair and nails, or she can just lower those expenses. And she can also cut the gym. This may be a temporary fix. It's not that much, but it could definitely help. And then she may also want to reduce going out and hanging out and spending money on dinner or movies or things of that nature with her friends. Now, her credit card, she should continue to pay those expenses if she can. And then her savings is the last area that she would want to cut, because savings is what gives you funds when you have emergencies. So if she can, she should continue to save. So let's see what this looks like if we can reduce some of her expenses. Okay, so she's not going to increase her hours because she's really working full-time here and driving Uber. So that takes up the majority of her time. Her rent is the same. So let's see, we're going to leave the car payment the same. We're going to continue to tithe. Let's reduce the groceries to $150. Let's see how much she can save. Remember, we had $25. So let's see what we can get that up to. So we're reducing the groceries by $50 and we're spending $150 instead of $200. The phone is pretty good. We're going to reduce her internet service and give her Netflix. I believe that might be around $12. And we are going to take out the hair. She's going to do her hair herself for a few months, and she's going to do her own nails for a few months. We're going to leave the gym, and we're going to take out our entertainment expenses. We're going to Jennifer's going to let her boyfriend pay for their dinners and things of that nature. She'll hang out with her friends at their home. She's going to continue to pay her credit cards, and she's going to keep her savings. So now we have $438. That's pretty good. Now that we've figured out her budget and even her saving budget, we are going to go to the next section of the worksheet and track our credit card and loan payments. This is how we can really keep an eye on our expenses and work on paying down our debts. So her Capital One, the due date is the 14th of every month, so she can make sure she is not late. The interest rate is 18%, and her balance is $3,500. So the payment she made in September was $100. So this is a great way to keep track of where she is with each card and estimate how long it will take to pay it off, and even perhaps make extra payments to pay them off a little bit sooner than a due date. Her Discover card is due on the 8th of each month. The interest rate is 21%, and that balance is $1,800. And she just paid them a little bit more than the minimum payment, so she paid them $100, which should help her get that balance down a little quicker. And her next credit card is a Target credit card, which is due on the 11th of each month. And the interest rate on that card is 22%, and her balance is $2,200. And she just paid $50 on that card. Her bank Visa is due on the 22nd. The interest rate is 16%, and her balance there is $1,400, and she just made a payment of $50. Okay, so her car payment is $250. I'm sorry. So for her car payment, that payment is due on the 1st of each month. The interest rate is 8%. And the balance on her car is $6,000. And she made a payment of $250. So she doesn't have a mortgage, she pays rent, so she does not have to fill out that area. But in this spreadsheet, in this area of the spreadsheet, she can keep track of her balance, watch it go down or up. Hopefully it will go down. She can keep track of the interest rate and maybe focus on paying off the cards with the highest interest rate first. Sometimes people focus on paying the one with the lowest balance, which would be her bank Visa. And if she were to pay the one with the highest interest, that would be her Target card. so she can track her payments. When she makes her payment, it's suggested to fill this in when you make your payment. So towards the beginning of the month, let's say, you're just paying your rent and your utilities, then you'll come back the next week when you've made your credit card payment and enter that. So make this a realistic budget. Do not just enter what your payments are, enter what you've actually paid. That way you'll be able to see when you made an extra payment. Maybe you'll make an extra payment to your car payment and pay $500. Therefore, you will have that history where you've made your extra payment, and then the other payments, you continue to make the suggested monthly payments. But you'll see that in September, you made an extra payment. And you'll also record that over here in your payment tracker, where you paid $250, made an extra payment of $500 in September, and then continued paying the $250. So use this spreadsheet to record your actual payments, your actual expenses. That way you can really track and see what you do monthly. You can see where you've skipped payments. You can see where you've made extra payments. This is a really handy spreadsheet. If you're interested in receiving a free copy of this spreadsheet, please visit our website at www.helpmehelpyou.org. Visit the Modern Money Mastery page, and you will be able to download a free copy of this spreadsheet that will help you keep track and budget your finances and keep track of your credit card and loan payments. And you'll be able to learn extra techniques that will help you pay down your debt quicker. So as always, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us today. This training is just a preview. For more detailed and personalized financial literacy education, click the following link, www.helpmehelpyou.org/MMM, or send an email to info@helpmehelpyou.org to join one of our virtual workshops. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And if there are any topics you would like to learn more about, let us know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notifications, and we will see you in the next video. And again, if you want a copy of this budget, a free copy of this budget template, please visit our website, helpmehelpyou.org/MMM. Thank you.